So I recently came across this YouTuber by the name of Dan Koe when I was watching self-improvement videos on YouTube. I started watching some of his content and I really liked his style. He's very to the point, very structured with his videos, and there's no theatrics. It's just him talking to the camera and providing value, right? Sort of what I'm trying to do here. And a lot of his videos are about building brands and starting a one-person business, which is sort of what I'm trying to do with this channel. And so I decided to watch one of his videos and take notes and see if I can apply it to this channel and to my life in general. The video I took notes on and applied was called How to Recreate Yourself as a Brand, and I just wrote some stuff down in my journal. This is just a journal that I use for writing down my daily thoughts and stuff. I might make another video about journaling and how I think it's beneficial, but that's for another time. So first what I did was watch the video and break the video down into sections, which was pretty easy because he already had it in sections essentially. And so I just wrote down the different sections and the most important parts. The main sections were map your ideal future, intelligent imitation, book to brand content, write your story, and when in doubt, zoom out. So after I had finished taking notes, I next went on to application, right? I went back through each section that I took notes on and I started actually applying the actionable steps to my life. So first was map your ideal future. So I started to write about, what I want my ideal future to be, like what my vision is. And I talked about how I wanted to have a healthy body and mind, and I want to be able to support my family and friends and loved ones. And I want to be doing a job that is both fulfilling and providing value to other people in the world. The next section was intelligent imitation. This section is about finding other people who make things and provide value that you look up to, and then trying to figure out what you like about them and how you can implement that into your own work. I wrote down some of the creators that I look up to, mostly YouTubers like Andrew Huberman and Juan He and Daniel Simmons and some other people. And then I wrote about what I like about them personally. I talked about how they provide value to others through their own experiences. They are very authentic. They speak clearly and with intention, and they have developed their own style and their own way of doing things. The third section is book to brand content. So essentially you want to set your ideal future as the end of the story, end of the book. And then the chapters of the book are like the pivotal moments in your life. For example, I talked about some of the pivotal moments in my life and I broke them up into different chapters. Like, how I started on my self-improvement journey during COVID and stuff. I found this section to be particularly eye-opening for me because when brainstorming the key points in my life, I really had to think about, the times where things changed for me and writing them down in a story kind of form and talking about how they impacted my life now. Those were things I had not really thought about before. And so I was learning things about myself as well, even just looking into the past and figuring out what's important to me and what I want to be talking about and how I can use my experiences to learn and also teach. And then the final section is write your story. And so writing your story, obviously this is kind of how I'm writing my story right here. I wrote in my journal to be done on YouTube Drive docs. I essentially have a Google Drive where I write scripts and stuff for these kinds of things. They're not super strict scripts. I just sort of bullet point out my main ideas that I want to talk about in videos, and then I use that as a basis to talk and make the content. Doing this exercise was actually very helpful for me in coming up with ideas because I was able to use these sort of story chapters of my life and figure out ways to twist them and apply them to, self-improvement and topics for these videos. So yeah, overall, I really love Dan Koe's content and I think he's doing great work and it really helped me out, this exercise. I'll have the video that I watched linked as well as his channel. And I recommend that you guys go check him out. He provides a lot of good value. That's all I really wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you found some value in my video and go learn something today.